Yo, welcome back. So you guys have seen this light bar on my Cybertruck, and it's cool, it's functional, but there's a few things about it that, kind of bothers me or tells me that it wasn't really designed totally to be for the Cybertruck. And the first thing is, it doesn't really curve with the Cybertruck's windshield. If you see that, the gap is inconsistent. Also, it's raised above. That uses these mounting points where you will hook up your rack. So I can't use racks on that part anymore. So, it works. But also, it leaves the bolts exposed. I put this waterproof tape on it to kind of protect it. But it's been raining lately. And aqua seal. And, looking at it now, it's just, it's a fix. It's a short-term fix. But what it does is, look, as I remove it now, it's still moisture under there. It's not a complete seal. But take a look at that, and the bolts are under there. So, yeah, it's still moist. So, and then on that side over there, take a look over there. You see exposed wiring. I mean, it does look industrial, but it doesn't look complete. You see all the wiring here is exposed. And I mean, it's just not the best looking install. But this new one, this new light bar I have from Cybergear will fix that, right? It's gonna be a different setup. It's gonna look more OEM. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that installed. All right, so I got that off now. Nice and clean looking. Well, not completely clean. I gotta use my spray away on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this now because it will use adhesive to stick to the windshield. Before anybody panics, that's exactly what Tesla does with their official light bar. So it's gonna stick to the windshield, and there it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my spray away. And I'm gonna clean that whole area. All right, so next we gotta remove this trim piece right here. And they give you a trim removal tool. But, I got plenty of them from over the years. And if you do any kind of work on Teslas, you probably got a bunch of these too. I'm just gonna make sure I stay away from the glass. I don't wanna break the glass. Oh, it looks like it's gonna pop up easily. Ooh, kind of scary though, huh? This whole piece come up? It looks like it. You're doing this with me real time. Woo, sound like it broke, huh? But it didn't. Always sounds like it's gonna break. There it goes. And here's my 3 contact points. And I'm gonna remove the whole thing just to get it out the way because I don't want to bend it. Oh yeah. All right, now that I got that open, you can see this connection right here, but it was taped by the last installer, and I'm gonna, get rid of some of that tape. So I'm just gonna slice it and expose the wires. So essentially it's gonna sit right here. And I'm gonna measure to make sure that it's as perfect as possible. But it's gonna sit right here, clear of the, I'm gonna go a little higher, clear of the windshield wiper over there. But as you can see, it's flush. Also, we have 2 wires here, red and a black, and that'll connect to this red and black right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this prepped. And actually, I want to tap the wires first before I apply the adhesive. That way, I want to make sure it works. I apologize for the audio, but we're going to go ahead and connect these. I have both of them stripped. And for this one, I'm just going to use a red to red, of course. I'm just going to use a wire twist to test it out to see if it works. There we Go nice and sturdy. And then I'm gonna go black to black. All right, I'm inside. You're gonna go to outlets and mods and power feed. Let's see. Oh, yep, there it is. It works. Off. Back on, it works. So check that out. Yeah, all right. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and tidy it up. Now the kit just came with electrical tape only to connect them. You know, that's not the most ideal, especially in weather. These work. They have different kinds that have an actual sealant on the inside that seals it together for weatherproofing, or you can crimp it. All right, they have different crimp connections, or you can heat shrink it. It's really up to you, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to use this because, you know, you saw this one was heat shrunk, and I had to cut off so much, you can't really reuse it. And if you use the crimp, you can't really reuse it. So I'm gonna keep these on for now because I might want to switch this out. Who knows? I don't want to just keep on cutting my official Tesla connector. And I'm gonna tape it just to hold it a little more securely. If I keep it on for a little while, I will actually probably, if I decide like this is my #1 all time, forever, then I can perm these up forever. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real simple and just tape it. Now while taping, just a little tip, you always wanna go clockwise, right? You wanna go in the same direction of tightening, but also something else to note, you want to, if you're gonna take these off, you might wanna reverse tape them. So if you reverse tape, it'll be easy to remove. And when I say reverse tape, that adhesive, sticky part of the tape is on the opposite side where it's sticky, and then you flip it around and then you give it a nice tape. Just like that on top of the sticky part. That way, it's not sticky anymore, but it is still secure. And not too much, once again, you know, in case you want to revisit this later. So there it is. Another thing I should have showed you was leaving a tail so it's easy to remove, but I didn't even do all that. But the same thing over here, reverse tape and tape. So to show you how we get a tail, you twist it right here. Tear it, and now you have a tail for easy removal, if you can see that. All right, before I put this all the way away, I'm gonna secure this so I know exactly where it's gonna go. So this piece right here, have it directly in the middle. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna measure it, I'm gonna tape it, and then I'll know where the adhesive is gonna go. Then I can remove the adhesive and put it on. We're able to line it up, measure, and you know, we taped off where it's gonna go. She has clearance over there for the windshield wiper, and also this will go about right here, and you'll see the wire should be tucked okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get that set up, and then I think we're gonna tape it down. All right, I'm not gonna apply too much pressure yet on my side because I wanna button this side up right here and make sure it all can close, but then I'll apply that pressure, but it looks good. Now I can use this top part, and look what you can still see some wire right here, and I guess I came back a little bit more, but I didn't want it to interfere with the removal of that trim, but way less than before. But take a look, man, now that looks clean. And then the final step is you're supposed to let it apply pressure to it to help it adhere. And I'm gonna do that and let it sit for 48 hours, and I'll show you that step next. All right, you have these 3 little areas in between the lights, and you have this is supposed to hold it down. So it's a suction, and it's gonna apply the proper pressure needed. I think. And one thing I will say is, I already know I might be doing this wrong, but I'm gonna see right now. Oh yeah. Okay, I think I figured it out. Now it's tightening it down, holding it down. Okay. And I'm gonna put one on each one. There we go. All right, here's the setup. I got all three holding it down, and in about 2 days, I'll remove it and let's see how they look. But overall, super easy install. The new style light bar, which looks more OEM than all the other ones you've seen. I don't know, I really like how it looks. I mean, it would be cool if these had the side lights like or the gutter lights like the OEM, but you know, no, they still look cool. Man, tell me this don't look like a cop car. Tell me this doesn't look like a cop car. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but the install was super simple. The setup was super simple. I took it out on the road, been driving it on the freeway all day today, and I will say it is quieter than the other one I had on there. Less road noise. Even though the wind will come up, right? Go right here, boom, and hit that. It was more quiet. I don't know if because of the gap the other one had, the wind passed through it. But this one, you can still hear like the wind hitting something, but no, it wasn't nearly as loud as the other one. I love the way it looks, and we're gonna test it out at night to see how it looks at night. But yeah, there it is. All right, so we out here off-road, and this is what it looks like with my regular beams on. There's my high beams, and here is the light bar. Yeah, you can see a whole lot more. Look at that. High beams off, high beams on, high beams off, high beams on. Light bar on. So it's pretty bright. You can see a whole lot from inside the cab. Off, on. All right, here we go again. Regular low beams, high beams, and now light bar. Whoa, 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 wow. Light bar on, off. So you see it's super bright, very functional. I'm gonna keep it on as I turn. Man, you can see everything. And this is why it is illegal on the city streets. So make sure you follow the rule. Look at that, man. Wow. Off, on, off, on. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget, Cobra showed ya. All right, y'all.